Hi guys, Kurt Provost here, your guide to all things new skin. If you're wondering, this guy doesn't sound like the usual Kurt, that's because I have been a little unwell and I actually lost my voice for a period and haven't been able to make videos for you guys. But there's a particular topic that I really want to cover because it's very important, shouldn't take too long, and hopefully I can make it through this video without coughing or clearing my throat. So fingers crossed with that one. The topic is, of course, conflict and conflict management because it is inevitable. Being in a business built by humans interacting with other humans, that we are going to encounter conflict at one point or another. And how we manage and navigate that conflict is really important. It will decide whether or not we have a long and prosperous future with this company and with our teams, or if we don't. And the old saying of praise publicly, criticize privately, definitely applies here. Now, that's a saying that no doubt you have heard of before, and we all know of this, but acting it out and doing it is a whole nother thing. I am certainly guilty of that. When you criticize someone publicly, you are removing the chance for them to save face, and you always want to have the opportunity for the other person to save face. Now, what does that mean? It means that you always want to have a get out of jail card for someone else because you want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Even if you know that someone has done something wrong and it's totally their fault, you don't know 100% of the circumstances that led to that, and you don't know that you wouldn't have done the same thing if you were in their circumstance. And so it's always better to err on the side of leniency than on the side of being harsh with people when providing criticism, because you don't know when you're going to mess up, because I guarantee you at some point you will make a mistake. I've done this many, many, many times, and I will do it many, many, many times in the future. And I hope that at the point when I make a mistake in the future, that people are lenient on me and they recognize that I'm a human being and human beings make mistakes. So that's important, to provide a pathway for them to save face. And the other reason is that when you criticize people in public, you are engaging the ego because there are other people that are witnessing what is happening, and therefore ego becomes involved and it ups the stakes of the potential humiliation that they may encounter. Now, it can be awkward enough if you're having a difficult conversation with someone in private. That gets multiplied by 10, 100, 1,000 when you have that conversation in public. And people automatically become defensive as a result. And so if your ultimate goal is to get some sort of beneficial result, if your goal is to have a change in a positive direction, then criticizing publicly is going to be the worst option available to you. Now, providing feedback in private is going to be your best bet, particularly if you can get on the phone with those who it directly relates to. So in the instance that is happening, that we're seeing play out right now on social media, is this rather famous person within Nu Skin is criticizing members of the corporate world for inefficiencies, inadequacies, mistakes that they believe they have made. And there are many valid points to what they are saying. Where they are going wrong is that rather than calling up those the people that it relates to and having a one-on-one conversation, which they're in a very privileged position to be able to do, or having conversations with other high-level leaders and discussing the best ways around this in private, rather than going about those pathways, which are the most likely pathways of achieving any actual positive change. Instead, they are just using the megaphone that is social media to broadcast this criticism to the world. And it brings to mind this saying that if you want to collect honey, be sure not to kick over the beehive, which is what it feels like currently as they are roasting the different components of Nu Skin very publicly And the likelihood of them getting a positive outcome as a result of that is very, very slim. So that's a useful lesson for us. I wanted to share it with you today simply because at some point in your career you are going to encounter conflict. You probably already encountered a bunch of conflict. The best way to manage that is in private. And that can be uncomfortable to do, that's for sure. But that is part of growing into a leadership role in this business. Whenever I have had conflict within this business and I have avoided it, it has only grown in magnitude. And eventually I would have to have a private conversation and it would just dissolve like that. And I would regret not having that conversation sooner because it would be a whole lot less stress and angst and lost profit if I had have done that much earlier. So I hope I can save you the time and hopefully you can navigate the future conflict well as a result of the praise publicly, criticize privately motto. Alright, I think that's all my voice can handle for today. Hopefully you could hear me. My name is Kurt Provost, your guide to all things Nu Skin. Generally, I'm creating videos about products, diving into what's in them, what's so special about them, and what they can potentially do for you. If that's of interest to you, then be sure to subscribe to this channel. There's almost 10,000 of us out there and over 200 videos that are detailing the products and the business. So I look forward to seeing you in a future video, and please leave a comment if this was helpful and a thumbs up. I'll see you around, guys. Ciao.